Divorced Dad Diaries, day 49.
And my oldest daughter, my 9-year-old, she's a cheerleader. In fact, when we first moved into this house, she just walked up to this bench and just plopped her foot on it. She does these heel stretches, and her flexibility just always blows my mind. Before the comments come in, yes, putting your feet on the bench is gross, but that's why we invented disinfectant. And it's not as if she's particularly tall. In fact, she's the shortest person in her class. She will walk under this shelf and then just reach her foot up and touch it. So, head here, feet here. It's amazing. The reason I bring all this up is because even though I'm much taller than her, I absolutely cannot get the heel of my foot on this bench. I feel like I can get my feet high enough, but if I were to plop it here, I would pull a tendon and do some hurtful things to myself. But the smug part in me just really wants to learn, improve my flexibility, and get my heel up on this bench so that next time she wanders into this house and puts her foot on my bench, I can put my foot down on the bench and say, I actually don't know what I'll say, but I'll say something. I've got a whole week to think about it, alright? It's actually, wait, what day is it? It's Tuesday. It's Tuesday right now. I think day 41 or something, and I'm going to film this over the period of a week as I do my stretches. And hopefully by the time she gets here next week, I'll be able to show off my new trick.
So I truly have no idea what I'm doing, so I went online and had a look at a bunch of different stretches that you can do to increase your flexibility, but the problem is that when I tried to Google cheerleader exercises, a lot of them assumed that you could already do things like the splits, or that you could already do a heel stretch, and that you are aiming to make them, I guess, better. So I had to just try and find some, I guess, stretches and core exercises that I could do with my limited ability that was going to try and, I guess, improve my flexibility over the week. So you're going to see a whole bunch of videos just of some snippets of some stretches and some warm-ups that I did throughout the week in order to, improve my flexibility. And every day I would do this twice a day, once in the morning and once at night. But funnily enough, I did start noticing a difference, and it was only about 4 or 5 days in that I suddenly realised that once I'd warmed up, I could touch my toes when I'm leaning over, It was crazy.
Probably shouldn't be doing this in jeans.
And before you know it, I was able to put my foot up on the dining table.
So this is slightly lower than the bench, but... Oh, Jesus, okay. We're getting there. I don't know if I'll get there by Monday, but...
I was determined to make it work. So I made it work, and I continued my stretches every day. And now that I could get my foot up on the table, I could do stretches there too. So I felt that really helped as well. Although I could never quite get my leg straight, which is what you're kind of supposed to do when you're doing cheerleading. But, it's whatever.
So it's now Monday. Kids are going to be here in a few hours. I've just done my stretches, and okay, I guess I just give it a go. Oh my god. Okay, so my form isn't great, my leg is bent, it's not straight. Can't even get it straight. But, oh my god, I'm doing it. Okay. Wow, that was a stretch. Oh my gosh. I'm going to do this for another 2 days, I reckon, and then randomly surprise her on Wednesday, because I think that would be even funnier.
So I want to just quickly take this moment to say that I'm still planning on going on live tomorrow. It's day 50 tomorrow. I'll probably be on about 8:45, 9 p.m, just for half an hour or something. We'll see how it goes. Probably just do a quick Q&A or whatever, say hello to some people. So if that interests you, make sure you're there, and we'll have a quick chat.
So it's Tuesday, and I'm feeling really unmotivated right now. My ex told
my oldest daughter that I was doing stretches in order to put my foot up on the bench. Don't know why. I had a chat to her on Friday because like the littlest one had been sick, my oldest daughter went away on camp, and then my youngest son got a new pair of glasses. So quite a lot happened last week while I wasn't around. So I wanted the updates, and I told her while we were chatting, and I guess because she thinks it's silly and that it doesn't matter, that she could just tell her, but like it does matter to me. Like I thought this was meant to be a fun little thing, but and then I couldn't just like lie to her and say no, I'm not doing that. But I didn't want to admit it either, so I just ended up having to dance around the question a little bit, and I'm hoping that she'll just forget about it. So I guess there is a benefit to me doing this on Wednesdays because she's come over and she hasn't seen me do it, so I don't know. I'll just continue anyway. In fact, my legs have been quite sore these last few days. Not in like a I've injured myself way, but in like a, you know, when you work out and your muscles are quite tense. That's what it feels like I'm working out my muscles. So we soldiered on. It's easy to overthink these things, and reflecting back on it now, I think it's, you know, it's not a big deal. It's this is fun, and I think my daughter's going to enjoy it. So, you know, we'll keep doing it, and we'll see how she reacts.
All the way.
You're going to put your foot all the way in the sink.
Now what should I do?
Well,
A backward cover?
watch this. You know, I have been practicing.
He did it!
Oh,
Don't fall!
High five.
And after all that, she was just proud of me, which I can't say I was expecting. But it certainly made it all worth it.
I'll catch you on the flip side.